J.D. Vance. Remember that name because this could potentially be your new vice president. Donald Trump has just announced, which I think many people actually thought J.D. Vance was most likely going to be who's running with Donald Trump, has just announced that J.D. Vance will be running in the vice president position as far as running side by side with Donald Trump to win the presidency. Now again, his name is J.D. Vance. He is a senator out of Ohio. Let's first talk about what Donald Trump has to say about J.D. Vance, and then we'll look into what J.D. Vance is all about. This is straight from Truth Social, which is Donald Trump's social media. After a lengthy deliberation and thought and considering the tremendous talents of many others, I have decided that the person best suited to assume the position of Vice President of the United States is Senator J.D. Vance of the great state of Ohio. J.D. honorably served our country in the Marine Corps, graduated from Ohio State University in 2 years, summa cum laude, and is a Yale Law School graduate, where he was an editor of the Yale Law Journal and the president of the Yale Law Veterans Association. Pretty cool. J.D.'s book, Hillbilly Elegy, became a major bestseller. I never heard of it, sorry. And movie, as it championed the hardworking men and women of our country. J.D. has had a very successful business career in technology. We'll look into all that. And finance. And now, during the campaign, will be strongly focused on the people he fought so brilliantly for the American workers and farmers in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, Minnesota, and far beyond. There you go. So it looks like Donald Trump is looking for sort of this middle ground of super well-educated, also a little blue-collar-ish. And to be honest with you, when you do look at him, and I'm not trying to judge a book by its cover, but basic human psychology will state we tend to do that. He kind of fits that. You know, he looks like a rugged dude. He was a former Marine, so served the country. So actually, this does seem like a rather really good pick for Donald Trump. Also, the fact that he's 39 and a little young, I think that works positively in Trump's favor. Now, let's look at his policies here. This is from Forbes. I've tried to go through this to make sure it's not too biased, but they actually give a pretty general sense of what he's all about. J.D. Vance, a 39-year-old veteran of the Iraq War, Yale-educated lawyer and former venture capitalist. And I think that right there, people are going to be like, well, it's a lot of greed and stuff like that. But anyway, was elected to the Senate in 2022 after Trump endorsed him, which helped him beat GOP primary challenger Josh Mandel and Democratic nominee Tim Ryan. I can only imagine how they feel right now. Billionaire PayPal co-founder Pete Thiel was a big supporter of Vance during his Senate run, donating about $15 million, the largest amount ever to boost an individual Senate candidate. Wow. According to Politico, to support Vance, who said in March, Thiel is a very fascinating and knowledgeable person he likes to bounce ideas off of. A one-time Thiel employee, Vance rose to prominence in 2016 when his memoir chronicling the social, economic, and cultural effects of manufacturing's decline in the Ohio town he grew up in, Hillbilly Elegy, was released. Okay, so again, that is pretty cool. Like I said, I think Donald Trump and their team was like beyond super strategic as far as breaching that middle ground. And finally, I think, like, you know, you always hear about the middle class, we're going to support the blue collar, the hard workers, the farmers. I think this guy actually does breach that, where Donald Trump is like, well, you're a billionaire, we know you like us, but we don't know if you really can relate to us. Vance is a firebrand known for his sometimes controversial rhetoric. After Trump was shot at on Sunday, Vance suggested in a tweet that President Joe Biden's campaign strategy led directly to President Trump's attempted assassination by suggesting Trump is an authoritarian fascist who must be stopped at all costs. Which, he's not the only one, by the way, like a lot of people said that. Though Vance hasn't always supported Trump, which I find this pretty interesting, he has grown to be a defender of and campaigner for the former president and his ideas, including his views on trade policy, limiting foreign aid, and he has developed a close relationship with Donald Trump Jr., who is expected to formally introduce Trump's running mate on Monday, which we are here and we're good to go now. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I mean, that is who may potentially be our vice president. So I guess, yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of this. Again, this is like extremely, extremely breaking news. We can even do this in real time, live time. See what Reuters has to say about all of this. Yeah, on Monday, President's running mate, as the Republican Party officially nominated the former president as its 2024 president nominee. Okay, we know that. As Vice President, J.D. will continue to fight for our Constitution, stand with our troops, and will do everything he can to help America great again, Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform. The 4-day convention opened in downtown Milwaukee, which is a massive deal that now all of a sudden we know who the vice president could potentially be. And obviously, this is following the Trump assassination, or the attempt on Trump's life. Trump is due to formally accept the party's nomination in a primetime address on Thursday and will challenge Democratic President Joe Biden in the November 5th election. Yeah, so there's a lot of formalities that still need to take place. If you're questioning, I thought we already knew who's going to be running, but we actually have like these formalities and traditions that occur in America where formally nominated and formally running. So anyway, this video is supposed to be about Mr. JD. I don't really have too much of an opinion on him. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know much about him. So yeah, I want to learn some more. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and we will see you guys later. Peace out.